She leans in, her body draws nearer. Her arms wrap around you softly, naturally, like a moment she's done 1,000 times, and in that fleeting second, Mossmen assume it's nothing. Just a hug, ... Just another polite gesture. Dotted greeting, a goodbye. A moment that hoopers. But what if I told you that how you respond to that one simple hug can completely change how she sees you? That this ordinary moment carries within a talk with psychological storm, and that Mossmen fail it without ever real. A hug to a man may be warmth. Bh a woman, a huggies, a message, a question, sometimes even assalant imitation to emotional. Intimucide odds know how to express inwards, wench hugs. You, she's not just feeling your arms, she's sensing your confidence, she's measuring your presence, she's suiting your calm, she's subconsciously asking herself, do I feel safe in his arms or do I feel nothing? Is he grounded or grasping eyes, aware of what this moment means or will ruin it? Like every other guy, man hugs back too quickly, hechicles nervously. He pats her back like she's a buddy. He talks immediately after to fill the silence. He fumbles power of the moment. And when Thines forgets him, instant lead, but the rare man, the high-value grounded emotional equilibrate man responds, TTH, hog, like it's not just couch but language. And when he gets a cherry, me him not just as a she hugged, but as a man who mattered her body feels safe. As a man whose arms didn't grab her, but held her, a man who still must hold her. You didn't have to be anything right now, just be. She won't know why. She won't say it out loud. But she replay it, she'd crave it again. She'd tell herself it was just a hug. But deep down, her nervous system won't let her forget it, because you weren't like theorist, thought you were present. You were stoic. You made her feel like she could finally stop performing. And that is what makes a woman think about you long after you've gone. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to respond to her hug, like hey value man with calm. With mastery. With presence. So that's next time a woman leans in shadows. Just hug you and walk away. She walks away wondering what just happened, and we can't stop thinking about you. Let's begin. Welcome to Stoic Paradox, where we didn't chase women, we attract them through presence, power, and emotional precision. Today, where Divinto something fit seems small, but eyes anything but a hug. Not a kiss, not a date, not an hour-on conversation, just a hug. And yet that moment, barely 5 seconds long, has potential toping memory so strong in a woman's mind that it lingers in her body for hours, days, even weeks. USI men aerial ready, trained to look for big moments, grand gestures, big conversations, physical chemistry. But women are neurologically geared to feel everything in the subtle, the slight shift in your breathing, the quiet strength in your posture, the lawyer hands, the energy that surrounds you like an aura, whether it's erratic, needy, uncertain, or still gra. When a woman hugs you, she's not just engaging in physical contact. She's tuning into her essence. Even if she's not doing it consciously, her body is asking, is Hesef, is he strong without needing to dominate? Does Heleth energy between you, sir, follow mine? Can I melt into him? Or I have to hold myself together? And if your answer wrong, even silently, you'll never hear from her again, because did it just forget the hug? Forget you beauty. If your energy is right, if you enter that moment with stillness instead of off stiffness, with curiosity instead of off control, with masculine presence instead of off performance, then something deverberating's. The hug goes from casual to a chemical. Thought from simple to spiritual, from forgettable to. Aki walks away not overwhelmed by how you said, but quietly power flistered by how you made her feel and understand it logically, that she can't stop thinking about it emotionally. The weight of your arms, the calm in your chest, the mammoth yelled her, and didn't rush where you let go first with conflict done that distance. The way your silence spoke more than words ever could. And the best part, Chef thinks, it was her idea. Chef thinks, you didn't even notice what you were doing, but you did. Boss Sue are motivated. You understand that attraction is inbuilt in grand performances. It's born in mastery. You understand that a hug isn't just contact, It's a canvas for your masculine presence. And most of all, you understand that a woman doesn't want to impress. She wants tobe, felt. So if you're tired of being theggy, chef, or if you're done letting them pass without impact, and if you're redito, turn the smallest gesture into their most powerful memory, then stay with me. I'm about to teach you exactly how to respond to a hug, in a way that Makasha feels something real, without ever saying a word. This is Grand Masmansand here, wouldn't react emotionally. We respond intentionally. Let's begin. 1. Don't just react. Receive the hug with savor stillness. Leans in her arms, and her presence moves toward yours. Answers. Where most men fail the test before it even begins. They react out fast, eager, nervous. They lunge into hogasif. They were waiting for permission. Tophiel wanted, but a high V-value man, a stoic man, doesn't move instantly. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't jump in. Instead, he pauses, just for a second, not to reject her, but to let her energy reach him, instead of off him. Reaching for it, the subtle Paul speaks louder than anything. I don't chase connection, I at whole already. I don't need this shug, but I'll receive it. Lithius. Post Beckham's the first crack in her emotional armor, because she's soused to proving themselves through touchbot. When you show restraint, you show and in that moment, without even knowing why she feels different, drawn in held, not by your arms yet, but be Yorkum, to anchor the hug. Don't just mirror it when you finally return thug. Don't just mimic her energy. Lead it. You are not a mirror. You wear the frame. Place your arms around her in a way that feels intentional, protective, and composed. No trembling. No overking. Just in guard stillness. Make her feel like if moment could end, but you're nourished to let it go. You're not desperate. You're simply present. You are calm in closeness. And women feel that contrast immediately, because 99% of men are anxious inside of. So when you hold her with masculine ease, it becomes a moment that lives inside her nervous system. Because your arms are in just arms. They were a safer territory. They didn't mean anything. They didn't tremble for apparel. They said, I know how I am, Andy, trust you to feel that without meproving it. That's the difference between a forgettable hug and on theater wires her memory. 3. Let your breath speak first. It's louder than your words in the middle of fat. When your body's sorry close. Shy, just listening with her. She's listening with her skin. And your breath is the volume knob on your masculinity. You're shallow, quick, stiff in your lungs. She feels tension. She senses anxiety. She registers, he's not relaxed. Therefore, I can't relax. But when your breath drops deep into her belly, when it slows, expands, comes to her body. Mirrors automatically her nervous system and trains to your rhythm. And without a word, you've made her feel something she rarely experiences with men. Grounded surrender. She can't name miss you and say out loud, But when Shay hugs you and her body starts sensing energy, you become unforgettable. Because she didn't just feel a man, she felt safety without weakness, stones without coldness, strength without cantrell. And in the world of women, that combination is almost mythical. Forlays. The hug slightly bore her with us. Not distancing the hog matters as much as how it starts. If you cling on, it reeks of neediness. If you drop away too quickly, it screams discomfort. So, you do. You match her slightly. Let hold for as long as she's engaged in, then gently beckon to release before. Not with speed, not with tension. With elegance, you give her something beautiful and then you walk away from it first. And in doing so, you trigger the oldest form of feminine intrigue. Why didn't he hold on longer? Did he feel that moment like I did? Did he choose to end it? Now, the Mr. Abigians, because most men would cling to that touch, like it was rare oxyagondog. But you let go early, as Efu trusts moment will come again. Because you the kind of man who creates them. That's not rejection. That's emotional power, and power is what she remembers. 5. Let silence baddie echo thy connection, don't ruin it with words. Huygens. Her body steps back, the aeropens up again. This is where you men panic. God, they speak, they joke, they nervously try to keep the emotional current alive, and accidentally But you let silence you didn't say anything right away. You let weight of the hug stasis suspended between. You like invisible smoke. And in that, she feels the echo sure. Place the embrace in her body. Showers what you're thinking. And that curiosity is everything. You're not cold. You're just full enough not to fear with noise. Your stillness says I'm not afraid of closeness, and I'm not afraid of stillness either. I felt it moment. I didn't need to talk about it, and that makes her feel like shared something sacred, not small. 6. Compliment. Something's full, not surface level. If you do speak to her depth, don't compliment her looks. Don't flatter her booty. Compliment the experience. Dazzling, like you carry calmness in your energy. Most people don't. That waste, most peaceful. Momentive had today. You feel real, it's rare. These compliments bypass the mask, they land in the heart, because they are not designed to impress their flections off what you noticed. And for a woman was constantly by and looked at, but seeing that kind of comment can shake something awake in Tita. She'll walk away wondering, how did they know that about me? Why do I feel like I touched something I hide from and that emotional fingerprinted doesn't fade. 7. Keep eye contact longer, but with stillness, not seduction. When the physical part ends, keep the emotional thread alive. Not by force, but by gaze. Don't stare, don't smirk, just see her. As she steps back, hold her eyes for 2-3 skins, longer than most men would know with hunger. Not with longing, but with still presence. Your eyes say, I'm not afraid to be here. I didn't need to look away. I don't need to escape. Intimacy. The subtle act grounds hair gain. It makes the moment feel real, not just protein. And because maspin look away quickly, afraid of they just created, you become of contrast, and contrast create tashamrit. Detach completely leather chasithi, inokamist most important part. Thepit, that makes or breaks everything. What you do, or you let go, you smiled, you contact. Now, you move on, committed softly. Confidently, without carrying the moment like atrophy. You didn't revisit it. You don't ask a booty, you don't replay it. You detach from it fully, because the Stoic mans need to follow up on intimacy. Heteros, that real connection, lingers in its own. And that trust, that psychological freed, it drives her wild. Because it means you weren't trying to get something from her. You were simply present while the moment existed. That makes you more than just memorable. It makes you unforgettable. If you've immediate this far, you're not average man. You're not here for quick pick-up lines. You're not chasing gimmicks. You're here because you understand being Mossman, never a Venedar. That attraction doesn't happen in loud words. It happens in the quiments. Doten the way you breath. Do in the way you hold stillness without needing to fill it. In the way you respond. Note react when her body touches yours. You've just learned a thing that 99% AF men overlook. That a hug isn't just a gesture. At its sister moment of emotional calibration. Where she feels the entire essence of who we are influenced at. And if you get that moment right without trying, without faking, she will feel something she can't explain, but can never forget. Now, IF kind of man hoens to dive into masculine prison santo, emotional mastery. Into the psychology of feminine attraction. Not for manipulation, but for authentic Then, this is where you belong. Stero, and it's a brotherhood foreman who choose stillness over chasing power, over panic, and meaning, over noise. So this video spoke to you. If you felt something real, if you realized how much power exists in the smallest distance between you and her, then didn't just scroll away. Tap that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon, so never miss what most men will never learn. Leave a comment below. What moment in your life made a woman remember you even after you said nothing? Beckos, this isn't about hacks, it's about understanding. Your energy is CR message, and if you master that, you need to chase anything again. She filled it. She'll remember it, and she can't stop thinking about worth. Man is the loudest, but the most unshakably present, and until next time, stay calm, stay grounded, and remember Semites. The way you let go is the very reason she holds on.